What's up, Thomas? How are you, buddy? Had a good day? We're just gonna hang out. We'll see if people want to come in. If not, we'll probably just call it a little bit early, unless there's something you want to look at. What's up, Lambo? How are you, bud? How are you guys doing? 151 going nutty. What specifically 151's going nutty? It looks like the Mew promo is kind of going a little crazy, huh? Go ahead and take a look. We'll see how long we're gonna go. Appreciate you guys as always coming by. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hopefully your all's weekend goes well as well. But yeah, $84, almost a $90 promo. Pretty crazy. Last 3 months, 37%. I'll be honest, damn near everything 151 is gonna go absolutely crazy right now. So how long is it gonna hold? What's it gonna stay at? Are these prices actually realistic? Who really knows? I think that 151, as far as long term, this is your closest thing to base set, and a lot of these cards have had EXs, but SIRs. This is the first SIR, so I think it's justifiable. I think people are kind of thinking about the prices long term. That Charizard though is wild what it's doing. Yeah, I've heard several of the IRs have hit $100. So the Charmander, I believe, hit $100. Let's see, singles. That's good. You get anything, Thomas? Anything new? I know normally you show off your pickups, but I didn't know if you got lucky at all today. So yeah, Venusaur's climbing. Blastoise is chilling. Blastoise has kind of lost a little bit of momentum. It's not down at all, but it's definitely not continuing to climb as some of these other cards are. Yeah, this Charmander, I think it was yesterday. Go back to near mint. I think yesterday I saw this for like $100. 120% last 3 months, 1 month, 114%, all of its growth. Again, here's a Korean, if you don't have it, if you're trying to do the Charizard line, 32, $33, $38. Let's see, 138. Yeah, so $140 card. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at most recent sales. I feel like it was the other day I was looking at this card. It was $100. Yeah. So within the last 4 days, this card has gone up $40. And in one day it went from a $90 card to like 100 plus. So this card is absolutely going wild. Waiting for your Charizard and Blastoise Ultra Rares to hit 100. You think they're gonna hit 100? Oh, nice. Did you get anything? You kill anything? Squirtle. Let's see what Squirtle's doing. This is a beautiful card, by the way. Absolutely beautiful card. Up 208% over the last 3 months. 126. Korean Squirtle, $35. I think I'm gonna end up getting this to go ahead and get the War Turtle and the Squirtle for my Korean. But other than that, $140. I mean, these cards, do we see them get to 200? Where do they find their floor? Other than that, nothing too crazy. This Alakazam's absolutely taking off too. Look at this Alakazam. So I think the other day I was talking to you guys about this, and I've of course told you guys many, many times pick up this Alakazam, but it was what, a $60 card not too long ago. See what it was at the beginning of this month. $62. And right now going for pretty much going about $100. So easy money for this. Yeah, people people are definitely losing their mind over 151. I mean, it's again, it's not like all super crazy, so you know, you definitely still have some cards, but this Psyduck, we looked at this Psyduck, um, what was it last week? Last week, and I made a video about it. This is $50, or this was $50. Let's see what it's going for right now. Of course, this TCG Player Direct, I just can't stand that. But 73, and then we go into 80. So I have this. I think it's a great card, but should this be $100 card? No. Like, so again, 151 is wild what it's doing. Let's see what 151 sealed product is currently doing. Yeah. Yeah, Thomas, that master set one day, I mean, the whole master set may be thousands of dollars. I mean, it's already thousands of dollars between, Charizard and Blastoise and Venusaur and all these IRs. Like you're already over $1,000 for the master set. So do you have both of the promos for them too? So let's see, market price says 11. No, $1,500. So this thing is going absolutely crazy. Like a week ago, this was 1,200. Now it's 1,500, and pretty soon it could get to 2,000. So that's for the Pokemon Center. Normal 151. See, last month 29%, 584. So you got one until it hits 600. Ultra premium collections continuing to kill it. Going absolutely crazy. Oh, this is going to be $1,000. This was literally like $800 last week. So yeah, and a PSA 10 except for the Mewtwo. That's fine. I think that the Mew is a much better promo than the Mewtwo. So I don't think that is too bad at all. We're gonna go ahead and check. Let's see what the bundles are doing. 156. So have the bundles cooled off? 156, 150. So 165. 165 is the next one. So these things are continuing to climb. It looks like they're slowing down a little bit though. So who knows? Maybe realistically, booster bundles, the highs are going to be like $300. Because these took off really quick the last couple weeks, and it seems like they've kind of lost some momentum. So, what's up, Roxy? How are you? You paid 88 for the PSA 10 one. I know it was going for like $500 the other day. So, yeah, no, I think Paldean Fates is definitely. I think that's the next set to just kind of go crazy. I'm really curious on what the Bubble Mew is going to do. So for me personally, seeing that the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, see what you can get it for. From lowest is 413 with 26 sales. Then you have 428 with someone with over 1,000 sales, so not too shabby. Other than that, you're looking at roughly 430, 440 shipped to your front door. I'll be honest, if you guys have the money available, I think this is a play. I think that this is a play. I think that I personally think Paldean Fates is better than 151. You guys know this. So, if the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box for 151 is currently 14, $1,500 on its way to 2,000, this box I could easily see. Most people probably don't think Paldean Fates is that great compared to 151. So, I mean, this box should be at 1,000 right now. So, if you guys have some funds available, think pull a trigger on that one. Again, I'm not doing that, so take that as how you guys want to. And then, of course, Paldean Fates Elite Trainer Box, 326.28. I know I mean, I think this is fair when you look at 151. I think 151 is more hyped than Paldean Fates. So Paldean Fates is going for what, 550, almost $600. So I would like to see this around 400, 450 to be honest with you. But I think honestly that Pokemon Center is a play right now. And then let's see about where are the bundles. I don't have them on. So $130. I mean, yeah, seems about right again for the sentiment behind 151 compared to Paldean Fates. I think it'll overtake 151 eventually. Bubble Muse continuing to hold strong. Go to near go to near mint. Up 16%. So definitely the eyes have kind of gotten taken off of this. Still, $500 for this for Japanese is wild. Even though I like the Bubble Mew, I think that's absolutely crazy. $700. So it's continuing to climb. You know, we'll have to see what happens. I think the Charizard EX right now is a sleeper. Hey, let's see what you can do. 228.94. Of course, go on to eBay and try to send some offers. Maybe go into your LGS, see if you can trade in some singles, graded cards that you don't care about. I think that this one day will be greatly appreciated. So you like that Paldean Charizard 10 better than the ETB? Yeah, you mentioned that. You mentioned that yesterday. This one? Oh, that's the international 10. This one. Yeah, I think Thomas brings up a great point. I think that the 10s, you can get all three of them for 289.23. So, of course, do people really care about Iron Tusk and Iron Treads? Probably not. It's going to be the Charizard 10. You guys have seen how 10s have done over the years, you know, especially with hype sets. So, they can easily climb. And there's really not too much of a difference if you look at the EX between the Great Tusk and pretty soon that'll be $100. So I think that's a good play also. I personally really like the Elite Trainer box. I like the gold. I like the purple. I think it just kind of looks royal and it'll look good in a collection for sure. So, you know, I just think when you look at 151 and Paldean Fates, there's no reason that Paldean Fates cannot do what 151 is doing, especially if 151 continues to climb. So I think that's great. I think it's all great plays. Definitely don't sleep on those because those are about to go out of rotation as long as you can afford them. More of the Destin Rivals tens. I don't really think the Destin Rivals tens look that great, honestly. That might be crazy. I could be wrong, but I don't think that the tens look that great. So what's up, Pablo? How are you? What's your next video on? You've kind of stamped 151 into the ground. I don't think you can keep talking about it, at least until next week. What's up, Brandon? How are you, bud? Sandy Heroes, Elite Trainer Box, continuing to go down. When are we purchasing this, guys? When when are we deciding it's a good time to purchase these? Or what do we think that they're going to get to? So we got 103, 103.24, 101.24 with $2 shipping. So 103. These are looking. I'm seeing a bunch of restocks on them. It seems like Target has been getting a massive amount of them. My Walmart, I don't know. I've not seen one out in the wild personally, but it seems like there's a bunch of them. We're going to get another wave two. I know that wave one's more than wave two is, but still, you see these hit $80. I think there's a chance. I mean, we're looking at $180 in December. So, and then even in January, at the end of January, 153. So we're looking at a $50 decrease. Do we see it continue to drop? And again, at $80, are you buying? You've been picking up the ETBs, but just talking no graphs. I'm interested. I'm interested to see what you had to say about uh, the prismatic. So I just got today. I got my Charizard UPC came in from Pokemon Center, and then I got my figure collection. So I got one more thing of prismatic. Very happy with that. I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't care anything about the figure collection, but that thing's exploding as well. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair, Lambo. But at the same time, you know, Ascended Heroes, we technically, and of course you got to take into consideration too. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just giving you guys information that I have and what I think about. So, 151 is about to be 3 years old. We've heard from distro, from people that have distro, we're getting more 15110s. We don't know how many of them. Yes, it looks like 151 is drying up, but it's almost 3 years old. We know that Pokemon loves to print as much as they can of specialty sets. So, with the 2 years, well, it's not really 2 years, it's 3 years. You have until like 2029 for them to print this. And they can always print more of it too. So we also may not need for them to print like prismatic, depending on what the market does. I'm not going to tell you what the market's going to do or not going to do. I'm just telling you guys, you you don't necessarily know. And even if it doesn't get the same amount of printing as prismatic, it may not need that in order to drop in prices, keep prices relatively affordable, or go back to normal. So, you know, but I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Like based off of this graph for the Ascended Heroes, just the normal ETB, not Pokemon Center. Last 3 months it's down 42%. We'll go ahead and take a look at the 1 month down 28%. We still have wave two. What do you guys think Ascended Heroes ETBs are going to go for after the wave two, when the wave two drops? Are we going to see any drop, or are we going to see kind of like how Phantasmal Flames did, where Phantasmal Flames took off after the second wave, like when the second wave came out? So, what price point do you see this getting down to, or do you think this is the lowest we see? Oh, did I miss? Is that in the video, Pablo? You something happened with your Pokemon Center order? Yeah, no, I'm really curious. Like I said, I really am curious on what you guys think, because I think it's always good to talk to different people, get other people's opinions and mindsets on it, and I think it makes you smarter if you just stick to what you think. You could miss the boat on something. You might be right about some other things. So I'm very curious about what you guys think and what you guys are doing, um, especially with brand new product that is a month old. I mean, this product isn't even a month old, but we have gotten, the set is roughly a month old altogether. So, and let me know if you can hear a robot in the background. If you can, I'll have to get rid of it. But San Heroes Pokemon Center ETBs, it says it's down 18%, but the 1 month, as you guys can see, it's gaining everything back. So 330, 330. So, you know, do we look and see that this is going to be a $400 ETB here soon? I mean, I don't know. You unboxed your Pokemon Center order and the prismatic figure boxes all ran through. Oh, so it got like absolutely destroyed. I hear you, Brandon. I hear you. I'm about the same way. I mean, I don't take it. You got to at least be around for a little bit for me to take what you got to say serious. So, but I mean, here's the thing, and I've talked to you guys about this. You guys know just as much as I do. Some of you guys have even been in the hobby way longer than me, collecting, investing, whatever the case may be. So you guys don't need to watch me at all. You guys already know what you're doing, but I like to try to learn from you guys as well. So yeah, I think that's a fair point, Lambo. I think that's absolutely a fair point. Let's go ahead and look at Black Bolt. See what Black Bolt ETBs are currently doing. So they're going for $100 right now, which is great. I don't think they deserve it. I don't, but still. Let's see. What were they doing 6 months ago? What was our lowest that we saw them at? So $83. Now, I mean, just again, I feel like based off what we're seeing with Ascended Heroes, I mean, we'll look at the year. Let's see what the year was. So when they first came out, our first pre-orders were $220. Then it dropped down to 90, and the lowest point was 83. So we're kind of seeing the same thing with Ascended Heroes. I feel like it probably wasn't as drastic. Do we see $80? And then if we do see $80, are you guys loading up on $80? Or, trying to, want to, if you have a set goal of, let's say, 5 or 10 ETVs, is that when you go all in, or you're pick up a couple, wait and see what the market does, give it some time? I agree. I agree, Brandon. Like, I'm not personally going crazy about it. I'll get what I can at retail, because MSRP, besides from the Pokemon Center, is not a real thing at this point. So I'll get what I can at retail, $60 ETB, and that's what I'll chill with. Yeah, yeah. Perfect Order is going up as well. Let's take a look at Prismatic Evolutions real quick and see um, what some of this is doing, and then we'll take a look at our beautiful Perfect Order. So we have 189, and I heard, let's check this out. I heard that Prismatic cracked 200. Don't know how true that is. So I mean, I guess technically it did, but then it went back down, and then it's starting to go back up again. So I don't really, I'm not gonna say it cracked 200 just yet. There's no really confirmed sales of $200. 196. I mean, and then the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box 425. So with the Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, yeah, we got to wait for reprints, but realistically, I mean, you're looking at 425, right? As it currently stands, just to hold on to those boxes. So take a look at Perfect Order. What's up, LeChonk? How are you? I enjoyed your nice relaxing video today, playing the music. Yeah, I'm with you all the way. I'm with you all the way, Brandon. You know that. We have many conversations about this. I hear you, Thomas. I hear you. Let's see. Perfect Order. So 249, 249. Crazy. Just makes no sense. Like, I'll be honest, guys. You guys know how I feel about these graphs. When these graphs are doing this right now, that does not make me feel confident in a product. 151 is a little bit different, but you always have to consider a pump and dump situation. Do I think that we're going to see MSRP? No. Will we probably see like a $200 booster box more than likely when it releases? Yeah. Um, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Especially, when we look, we were 190s, 180s boxes we're going for. So a little nutty to me. Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, I'll be honest, these should drop down to like $120. I don't think many people are going to care about them. I don't expect them to move too well. And then we have Perfect Order Elite Trainer boxes for 94.43. This will probably see. Do I say it? We'll probably see it at MSRP. I think we'll probably see that at MSRP. No, yeah, I know, Lambo, for sure. That's why I said I'm going to buy what I can at retail, pay retail prices, which is $60. Honestly, To be fair, if Ascended Heroes gets to $70 in ETB, I'll buy it at $70 in ETB. I'm not going to pay 80 for it, but I'll pay $10 over because I bought one from Walmart at $60. So if I could buy one from 70, I'll buy it at 70. That's fine. But I'm not going to go crazy either. I'm not going to buy, you know, 5, 10, 15 normal ETBs. You guys have to remember, here's the thing. And of course, collect how you want to. I'm not telling any of you guys how to collect, but ETBs used to be a joke. And obviously, we've seen, especially with specialty sets, and that's why I think it's a little bit different with specialty sets. But ETBs were kind of like a joke. Like they didn't grow a whole bunch. And if you look at normal sets like Silver Tempest ETBs have barely moved at all for a very long time. Like I don't even know if they're going for $100 right now. I think they might be just going over $100. So that's a little thing to take into consideration. I'll definitely open up Perfect Order Elite Trainer box. I think I'll be able to find one at MSRP or retail at Walmart. So if you're buying FPC TB, you can find it at 110. Oh, a Perfect Order? I don't think you're finding many of. I'm pretty sure Stellar Crown is even going. I think Stellar Crown's almost going for $200. So, yeah, I mean Lambo. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't have a single ETB of Prismatic Evolutions. So I am, and I get it. Like absolutely, that ETB is going to do great long term for sure. But I'm not like stressing about it. I've got two of the Sam's Club little bundle deals. I've got a Prismatic figure collection. I've got I think 2 or 4 of the Tyranitar Lucario boxes. I think that's it. I think that's it. And I'm just chilling. Like I tell you guys all the time, there's always better sets. There's always other sets that are going to do well later on down the line. There will be a Prismatic 2.0. I mean, we're already seeing people compare Ascended Heroes, and that took not even 2 years to get one like that. Excuse me. Are they the same thing? No. But that just kind of shows you what can happen. Yeah, Brandon. I do think that with the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, though, with Scarlet and Violet, it did change it up to make like a very big difference. So I can understand that. But like, yeah, you're right. Before Scarlet and Violet, it was pretty much booster boxes, or like not many people cared about ETBs, and it feels like not too long ago, people are making fun of people for collecting normal ETBs or investing in normal ETBs just because those are so readily available. So. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I mean, I try to be flexible, and again, I collect how I want to. I don't really care for sealed product that much. Um, and I know that a lot of people could say technically, based off of my investment strategy, where I'm holding on to products for you know 18, 14, 12 years, that it doesn't matter when I buy it because I'm going to make my money. So like, I understand that, but to me, like I think spending $100 on a normal elite trainer box, I can't get behind that. And again, I no shade to you at all. You have to collect and invest how you see fit, but I'm just looking at it like super long term. So it's not something that I enjoy. I don't like collecting sealed product. It doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I like to look at it every now and then, go in the corner and look at it. But to me, it's the cards. So, but I absolutely understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, again, Brandon, to each its own, right? Like it's just everybody does things different. You have to think about crypto. People invest differently into crypto, stock markets. Some people say that it's better to own a house or to rent a house. Rent a house, you have everything taken care of for you, but you don't get to get the appreciating asset of it where it goes up over time, or your money just goes into a black hole. So there's stuff for everybody. I think it just really depends on your your financial stance on it. I know that Lambo got the prismatic ETB. He got it for a relatively decent price because he had points on his credit card. I don't use credit cards, so I don't have points or anything like that. So, if you can make it work for you, however, so make that work for you. I know a ton of people, they'll buy like a chase card. Even some of these bigger content creators, they'll buy a chase card from eBay or TCG Player or whatever, and they'll put it on a 4Pay, or I think Roxy, if she's not he's still in here. I think when he bought the case of Destined Rivals, that I believe he mentioned something about putting it on like a 4Pay, like a PayPal 4Pay. So, for me, again, I can understand it from all different ways as long as you're being smart. So let me ask you this, Pablo. I appreciate your comment. What right now, what would you pay for Ascended Heroes? Like, say it sits at $100. Are you buying Ascended Heroes at $100? Are you waiting? Like, because I know you're more of in the at least financial or investing leaning content. So, what would you advise people to do with Ascended Heroes right now? If you were like making a video, what would you say you would personally be doing? No, I mean, again, I think we've learned from specialty sets. Normal ETBs are for sure a play. I think it's Pokemon Center ETBs, then ETBs, booster bundles. I think that those are all plays you should do for specialty sets. Uh, you know, probably, honestly, probably the Rayquaza set will be another one to pick up. On, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Um, with that being like a normal booster box, but for me, I typically stick with booster boxes, Pokemon Center ETBs. Maybe one or two ETBs, nothing too crazy for normal sets. Specialty sets are obviously different, so you just got to figure out your price point. What are you okay with? And you guys know how long you're going to be in the hobby, how long you want to be investing, collecting, what your goals, what your plans are for it. So you wouldn't pay over 75 for Ascended Heroes right now, Thomas? Well, Pablo, right now there is no MSRP. So again, I think I know what you're saying. You're talking about retail. Retail $60. That's why, like I said, for me, if I can find Ascended Heroes at $70, I'm okay with it. I mean, we saw what happened with Surging Sparks, saw what happened with Twilight Masquerade. They really didn't drop below $70. And again, I think that long term those specialty sets do very well. You just have to also take into consideration how much are you willing to gamble, because all of this is a gamble. So we don't know when. We know that there will be a bear market at some point, right? I think that's pretty standard for most people to understand. This market's not going to go up forever. Now, could it be at the end of this year? Could it be 2027, 2028? Could it be 2030? Could it be 2035 before we see the bear market? That's up to you guys to decide on the gamble you're willing to take. But eventually there will be a bear market, and everything is going to go down. There will be nothing is just going to sit where it's at. Not even the best set is going to just sit with the most premium product. It's just going to sit there, like go flat. It's going to say, okay, we're in a bear market. I was sitting at $1,000. I'm going to stay at $1,000 for the whole bear market. That's just not how it works. Um, so you just have to take into consideration that and how much you're willing to gamble. Yeah, I agree with you, Lampo. I agree. I think that long term, Ascended Heroes will be Prismatic 2.0, if that makes sense. And I mean, even look at let's say we have just a bear market. Let's say the bear market comes at the end of this year, right? Just hypothetically, walk with me. Not saying that's what's going to happen. We have the bear market come at the end of this year. We get flooded with booster boxes, ETBs, Ascended Heroes, Mega, the whole Mega block. We get Destined Rivals. Like we just get flooded, right? Look at what happened with Crown Zenith. Let's say Ascended Heroes gets treated just like Crown Zenith. Just print, print, print. Nobody wants the ETBs. Booster. The ETBs are sitting at Walmart's for $35. Crown Zenith is going for a normal ETB over $200 right now. You're still, if you get it for $35, $50, you're four timesing five times your what you paid for it. And again, I'm not the hugest fan of Ascended Heroes. I can say for me personally, there are some cards I like, but a majority of them I don't care for. But it's undeniable that the set has a lot going for it. Yeah, I got you, Thomas. I thought that you were paying a little bit more for the ETBs, but I know you also do some trading and some stuff too. So I'm gonna be gone at that time. 8 months from now, Brandon, I'm gone. I'm gonna retire and I'm gonna watch all the chaos from the comments section. Oh, so you would pick up Ascended Heroes for 100 to 120 right now, or you're talking about after like a year from now? Impulse bought a Crown Zenith ETB last night. No, don't think about it as an impulse. Crown Zenith is people love Crown Zenith, so give it 3 years. That ETB is going to shock people. People absolutely love Crown Zenith. They love the cards in Crown Zenith. It's got amazing cards. Got the only biblical cards we've ever seen before. I know that's not what they're actually called. A lot of people call it that. Like you're going to be very happy that you have a Crown Zenith ETB in your collection. 800. What is? I wonder if they even have. See what they have cases for right now. Let's see, what were they going for? Oh, they've like barely moved at all. So 800 a case. So you're at 1,200 right now. You have to go down $400, essentially 33% down for that to happen. We would have to be in a bear market for that to happen, or in the starts of a bear market, I think, for that to happen, unless we just get flooded with ETBs at some point. So yeah, I mean, if you see ETB cases for 800, I think we're in a bear market. You probably get a better deal, honestly. But seems like it's, you seem like you like to gamble a little bit, Roxy. So, like, I saw that the SN Rivals case for the booster boxes seemed to have gone down some. I don't know exactly what you paid for it, but I mean, you're probably, see, so 3,400. So maybe you're flat on it right now, which is fine. I mean, it's going to go up in value. We're already starting to see Destin Rivals climbing back up, which I'm not too thrilled about. Oh, did you sell Lambo? Did you sell all of your? Did you sell both of your Ascended Heroes PCETBs? Three more for 175. Damn. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're getting a great deal. I agree, Pablo, with that statement 100%. If you start to listen to some of these bigger content creators, the people that talk to more important people than some of us little guys get to, the rumor and their wording is now going to 2027. So I would say middle to late 2027. I think that printing facility is going to be fully operational. And remember, it's not just printing; it's printing and packaging. So I, yeah, regardless, I don't think we're walking out of 2027 in a bull run. I truly don't believe that. That could be dumb. Again, that's why I tell you guys, make your own decisions. But with Gen 10, with not with Gen 10, no matter how stacked Gen 10 is, I don't see us walking out of 2027 in a bull run still. Oh, so you only got one? You only got one of the Ascended Heroes ETBs? Yeah, 100%. Like Perfect Order should not be a $250 booster box. I'm sorry, guys. I love Perfect Order. I mean, I don't like the Zygarde, and I'm disappointed with the Starmie, but I think it's a good set. You know, for me. But $250, absolutely not. No way in hell. Sorry, not doing that. So this is Crown Zenith, and again, like this is just the first page. Just for you, Xavier, if you're still in here, like this is what you bought into. Yeah, $30 because nobody wanted Crown Zenith, you know. So yeah, it's patience, 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 patience. You know, people shitted on Crown Zenith, and then now they love Crown Zenith. Oh, you paid 2,700. Okay, my apologies. You're up then. You're up. I'm happy for you. Like I said, I don't want any of you guys to do bad at all. I want you guys to all make money and do great. You know, I don't want to lose money. I don't want you guys to lose money. So I'm glad that you're up. And yeah, I know that you sold your one piece. So you know, Destin Rivals needs a healthy reprint for that to come down. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Well, we have the Mega Rayquaza set. I think that will bring eyeballs, and people want to put money into that. And then we have 30th anniversary. I've heard a ton of people are saving up for 30th anniversary. So maybe we continue to see Destin Rivals go flat, maybe go down a little bit as people aren't really buying as much. I mean, you still have a decent amount of people buying into Destin Rivals. So I think the farther we get away from Destin Rivals, you know, as far as the older it gets, the more of an opportunity we may see it kind of go flat. And then, and of course, if we get reprints of it, then I think it's going to really quench the market of the crazy prices that we're seeing. Yeah, Pablo, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people have been slowing down. They're putting money aside. They're just not interested in these prices at all. It's a crazy time right now, and I think that's a smart thing to do. I really truly think and I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow, so be expecting it. But I think right now is a great time to take profits. I think all this year will be a great opportunity to take profits, and I think instead of investing it, unless you want to go into some Sword and Shield, older Sword and Shield sets, I think, or you know, I think 151's crazy. I think, you know, again, Paldean Fates probably, if you can sell some product, get a Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB. But other than that, I think just be patient. I really think, because then if we see a bear market at the end of this year or beginning of next year, or maybe the 30th is amazing, you can really put some capital into that. I really think that that's a really important thing to do right now. When it hits 1K, it will hit 1K at some point, my friend. It might take a while to do that, but it will hit 1K at some point. What's up, Blood? How are you, buddy? Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like people think I don't want people to win. That's not the case. I just, you know, and I don't force anybody to watch my content. So what I do is my own decisions, and I just try to help out people. And I know you guys have all different financial means, and I've told you guys, y'all don't need to watch me. For whatever reason you guys watch me is how you guys watch me. But you guys all know what you're doing. what works for you. As long as you guys are responsible, that's all I care about. No, and I actually want to take a look at the Mega Charizard cards right now. Great point, Lambo. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, if we look at Crown Zenith real quick though, like your Giratina is the price of the Blastoise from 151. You know, and this set is super old. Yes, 151 did not get reprinted the same, but I had a PSA 10 Dialga, and it has been floating around 200 for like the last year. I was like, you know, I like Dialga. I think it's cool, but I knew what was going to happen with Blastoise. So I wanted to get the Blastoise in English, and I got it for 75, and it's going for $220. And I'll be honest, guys, don't think it's going to slow down. I really don't. Yeah, people hated Crown Zenith. Like they loved it, but it got printed so much. You could have gotten Paldean Fates ETBs for $35 at a time. Yeah, people are gonna want Crown Zenith for years and years to come. It's a great set, and it pull rates feel great. We need another set like that. We really do. We need another Crown Zenith where it's just super rewarding. I also bought a Obsidian Flames ETB too. I mean, how much? I don't. How much are those going for? I have no idea what those are going. Yeah, I love Dialga. I just think Dialga is not that popular of a Pokemon. People, I feel like people don't like because I have the Dialga from. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I believe it's Lost Origin. Lost Origin? No, it's not Lost Origin. From Astral Radiance, I believe. Sorry, Astral Radiance. I have the alternate art, and that thing has done nothing. People don't care for that at all, and I think it's a beautiful card. 180, 189. I mean, that's fine. I don't. What's the promo going for? Look and see what the promo is going for, because I mean, people love that promo. So you're cutting it in half, so $140, and this card's going to continue to climb. So yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, Obsidian Flames again, it's not my favorite set. I got the booster box for $70 back in the day, and I sold it for 250, something like that. So, you know, but people, I mean, the artwork looks cool. It's Charmander. People love Charmander. So, I think the box is going to continue to climb. Just what I would say, Xavier, figure out a point, like an amount that you want. So you obviously, I don't know what you bought it for. Let's say you bought it for market at $181. Figure out a point like 250, $300, and if it gets there, just get out of it. Eventually, these normal ETBs, they will continue to climb, but they climb at a much smaller rate eventually, and they're harder to move. Like you have to find somebody that is a Charmander collector or wants one ETB, normal ETB of every Scarlet and Violet, and they don't have this one to pay 500, 600, $1,000. You know, that would be my only suggestion to you, and that's if you bought it for $181. Yeah, I really want to get the Giratina. I I've got a couple of cards I want to get, and then I think I'm just going to take a break. I've talked to you about that, Brandon, many times. Yeah, I mean honestly, I hope they make another Giratina during Gen 10. I don't have any. Giratina is not my favorite. So the one from Lost Origin, the Shinji Kondo one, I don't personally like that much. I think the one, excuse me, that the one from Crown Zenith is much better. Um, but like me and Brandon have argued about that because for me, a lot of what Shinji Kondo does, the artwork is just too busy for me. There's just too much stuff going around it, so it kind of takes it away. Where, like I said, I think the Crown Zenith one is really clean looking. Yep. I am too. Blood. I'm gonna get. I already told my wife she's gonna go pick me up at least two of those, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping for the SBCs to still drop. We're still waiting for those. That's gonna be a bloodbath. I'm personally gonna have to take off for that, personally. But I definitely would like to get at least a little bit more black and white because I'll be honest. Even though I talk about specialty sets, I don't know if black and white's gonna get the same treatment as like Ascended Heroes will. I think Ascended Heroes is gonna be more heavily printed. I think black and white just because it's Gen 9, they're gonna have to move. Or I know that Mega is just kind of its own block. I really think it's gonna be destined, and they're moving on to Mega for reprint wise. Yeah, I mean maybe argue was the wrong word, but you did respect my opinion on it, but you disagreed with me because you really like that Garatina. So that's all I was trying to say. So Surging Sparks isn't doing anything. Let's look at Mega Charizard cards. Let's see, what is it? Looking at this the other day. Flashfire, maybe? We'll just do. Yeah, yeah. So like, I think that this card looks fantastic. I'm a big fan of Mega Charizard, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y is a little bit weird to me, but this is from Flashfire. I know it's an EX, but I would rather have this card all day long over the Charizard from 151. And it's only going for $95. Now you have some for 150. Of course, condition's going to play a role in it. But why is this card so cheap and then like the 151 Charizard isn't? Again, for me personally, I like this card a lot better. I would rather have five of these than the Charizard from 151. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Brandon. 100%. Gengar's continuing to climb. I just wanted to take a look at Ascended Heroes. I'm not going to make a video about Ascended Heroes. I'm just kind of over Ascended Heroes. But Gengar dropped down, climbing back up. This should not be $1,000. It just shouldn't. I don't care what people say. If I got that card right now, I'd turn around and sell it. I mean, Ascended Heroes is just climbing. Do we see these cards being under 300, under 400? Like, because you have to think, even So let's say that we go into it. Let's say we crash, right? Currently, as it stands, at 40%, you're telling me that Mega Gengar is a $500, $600 card. Yeah, I know, Blood. I saw that. I thought that he was like trying to get views, like view baiting, and then I like fast forwarded, just skipped all the way to it. And I saw he got that. He pulled the Dragonite and he pulled the Gengar, which is just crazy. Ooh. So Brandon, you're saying that the Charizard is the best Mega we've gotten so far? I wonder if most people would agree with that. Is that they're saying with what Phantasmal's doing, that Charizard is the next thing to climb too. $714. Up 21% the last 3 months, 12%. Again, you're seeing that just shotgun take off to the moon, $839. I mean, this, yeah. I mean, I guess that's fair, right? For me personally, I would much rather have the Mega Charizard than having the Gengar. So if the Gengar is $1,000 or 1,100, I think it's only fair for the Charizard to be that price. I know that Ascended Heroes is bigger, right? So you have to take that into consideration to an extent. Is that the Ascended Heroes chase cards are harder to pull because there's more of them. Phantasmal is a smaller set, so the pull rates are easier. But then also you have to take into consideration the artwork. I will tell you guys this card will be in my collection at some point. Don't know how I'm going to obtain it, but I will be having one. Honestly, I would like to have three. I would like to have one in English for long term investability, one in Japanese for more of a collection piece, but probably long term investability as well. And then Korean, just like strictly hold on to it, just enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like with the Gengar right now, when you look at the Gengar being $1,000, $1,100, and look and see what with the pull rates, right? But I've seen a lot of people again speculating because what is Phantasmal Flames going for right now for a normal booster box? I think it's like 330 now. Yeah, 330. $330. Let's look at it's flat. Still up 21% over the last 3 months, which is fantastic. So I mean, we're looking at 350 pretty much. So this is about to go to $350. The top chase card has to be pricey. So we'll see. I think we'll see the Charizard continue to climb. Do I think this box is a $350 box? At some point, not anytime soon. Blood, did you ever sell that for alligator? Well, I will tell you what. I am going to be getting the Charizard way, way, way before I get the Gengar. I will not. I'll tell you this, and then so I might be crazy for saying this, and it may never happen. I will not pay over $200 for the Mega Gengar in English. Japanese, 125 would be my max. I don't even know what the Japanese is going for. I guess we can take a look at 326. Like I would rather, honestly, I think my top card from Ascended Heroes or Mega Dream is this Pikachu. I really like this Pikachu. Call me crazy, but if this card gets to $125, I will buy this card in Japanese. Yeah, I mean, again, that's just me, right? It could be crazy. Some people are going to go, oh, this is $300 right now is a great buy. I have to get this because this is Gengar. And don't get me wrong, like I will probably want to get one, not because I like the artwork, right? But because Gengar is Gengar. People love Gengar. So this card will do very well long term. But if it's like sits at 500 forever and it never goes down below 500, it just is what it is. Maybe I can pick it up in Korean for 100 and, what? If I said 125 in Japanese, $80 in Korean. Sure. You need the Gengar. So Thomas, do you actually like the Gengar? I know Lechonk. I don't know if Lechonk's still in here, but I know Lechonk said they saw one of these cards, if not the Gengar, in person, and it actually looks better than the pictures. Oh, so you did get rid of that card and you got a UPC? Great play. Absolutely beautiful play, Blood. Keep those UPCs, put them in an acrylic, or you go on Amazon and get it for get a plastic one for like $5 and just hold on to it for 5 years. Trust me, when you look at what the Feraligator's going for in 5 years, what that Charizard UPC is going for, just the one that you did the trade for, you'll be very glad you did. That was a great play. Yeah, card. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's very interesting. For me personally, I would love to have these cards, these mega attack rares. I would love to have them in Japanese, but I can't stand the English writing on them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just not buying it. Now, and remember, guys, too. No, was it this? I think this was going for like $60 at one time, and now look, it's $30. You get the UPC one day, yeah, you got to at least get one. So I'm shooting for five. That's my goal is five. And if I can get another one, I'll give it to you. I want to get five, just to be able to have it, get rid of it at some point. One or two of them. Diamond hands, hell yeah, Blood. From a scalper to diamond hands. My, how far we've come. Oh, you want the full set? Yeah, I don't know if I want the full set of the MARs. This graph is broken. Or is nobody buying this card anymore? No, they are. I don't know why the graph looks like that. Blood, you just got to go dumpster diving. That's all you got to do. Just go dumpster diving from now on. It seems like it's really working out for you. Yeah, no, I hear you, Brandon. Like I said, for me, there's a couple of them that I would like to have, but other than that, I don't really. I think they look really cool. I hope they continue to do it, but I am like being selective on which ones I want to get. And you know what's crazy? I really want to get the Electros Mega Attacker. I think it looks cool. I like Scrafty. I don't care anything for the Scrafty. The Diancie looks pretty cool. The Frostlass I could go without. So I hope we get this Reshiram. If we get this, well, let's see what near mint's doing. 153. It's going back up. I'm hoping we can get this to 100 at some point. That would be a pickup all day long for sure. Hey, dude, if I was you, with your luck, I would not have any shame in dumpster diving. You may find a PSA 10 Van Gogh Pikachu at some point down there. I like this card, but I'm not paying $160 for that. Is that crazy? Is that crazy to not pay $160 for this card in English when I'm going to be paying 75 in Korean? Yeah, I'm really curious. Whoever, I don't even know how many people are still in the chat, but what do you guys think about that? So I'm looking at buying this in Korean for $75. But the card I can buy on here is 161.25. So roughly 80 bucks, $90. Is that dumb? You guys let me know. Yeah, but the problem is, Brandon, I'm buying it in Korean. So you have to take the price into consideration. Korean is obviously we're not talking about, with English, so yeah. If it gets to 80, 90 bucks, I'll be very happy with that. But I think it will at some point. I really truly do. I think a lot of these cards are really just gonna take a nosedive at some point. But you just can't push people onto that because people don't like that. Might be a good move to pick it up instead of picking up the Korean version. Still, I think this card for $300, I think I might be crazy, but I think it's a good card to buy at $300. Greninja is very popular. I think that this is way better than the other Greninja. I even think that short term, this could be a good play. Like when people don't like the new Greninja that comes out, as long as the leaks are true, people are gonna look at this Greninja and go, "Yeah, this Greninja is way better." Yeah, no, that's the only thing like I'm taking into consideration. But still, like when you think about it, almost $200 for a card is just hard for me to wrap my mind around. Just with my price memory, which I think is like the biggest problem that I struggle with. But I'm glad that I have the price memory because if not, then you just FOMO and you buy everything, or you get upset because you want to buy the Latias or you want to buy the Greninja, but you can't buy it because it's $300 or $200. You know what I'm saying? So, where if you look in Korean, it's a quarter of the price, or Chinese or Japanese. I mean, Japanese is pretty expensive right now. Pretty much Japanese is going one for one with English. And Henry from Henry's Poke Corner reached out to me. He liked one of my last videos, and he reached out to me about some things. And he's currently in Japan right now, and said that Japan is just as bad as America, where everything is overpriced, everything is just bought up. People are going crazy apparently in Japan. So, but then I also like the thing with Japanese is I struggle, even though I like Japanese more than English, I struggle to agree with the prices the Japanese is going for. Because, like I said, if you look at a Japanese, instead of 160, it might be 140. Now the texturing is going to be way better. That might be a play. Is pay a little bit more instead of the Korean version and get the Japanese version because the texturing is better. But at the end of the day, again, you're paying more, so you're taking away from what you could be buying. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I get it. I get it, Brandon. Like I said, I think that there's people like you have people like Plumber that have been around forever, and they're even forgetting about price memory because we don't know. In theory, I think we can have fairly strong confidence what Pokemon's going to do because they've done it consistently over the last, especially 10 years. 2016 with Pokemon Go, and in 2020, they've shown time and time again they will rent to demand. They don't want things to be super crazy expensive. They just get behind at times. But I understand too, we don't, until the fat lady sings, we don't know what Pokemon's going to do. So I understand people that have maybe the money or the credit cards or the leverage available to take that gamble and say, hey, I'm willing to take the gamble. And if I get burnt, I get burnt, you know? But I trade a booster box case of Obsidian for a booster box case of Phantasmal straight up. 110% Roxy. 110%. Or that a case for a case, absolutely. I don't care that Phantasmal. I don't care that Obsidian Flames is older. To be honest, I think Phantasmal Flames is going to go down in price, you know, per booster box. But I think if you know, and I know that you watch other people and you listen to other people, 90% of people think that the Mega Charizard from Phantasmal is one of the best Charizards we have ever gotten. I don't know if Lambo's still in here. If he is, I know he did like a video. I don't know where he placed the Charizard from Phantasmal Flames, but that's going to go down as one of the best Charizards we've ever gotten out of 30 years. It's going to do great long term. So that's a no duh play. That I would be getting that done as soon as possible before they change their mind and realize how stupid that is. Yeah, I mean, blood. Like I said, you're in a good spot right now. You know, obviously stick within your means, which it seems like you do, and just wait and see what happens. You know, we could, in theory, over the in 5 years from now, we could look at this and be like, man, that was a lot of these people like to say, yesterday's price is tomorrow's deal. Or you could look back and say, man, there was a lot of stupid people around paying $200 for a normal ETB. Yeah, I know, Thomas. What's up, Black? How are you doing, bud? I know that Brandon is a big fan of the Charizard from Brilliant Stars. Again, it's not my favorite Charizard, but it's definitely grown on me more. I obviously would definitely rather have the Phantasmal Flames version personally, but I do think that that's a good card as well. What do you mean, whack? Just expensive enough to not sit on shelves? I actually want to take a look. Let's go on eBay and let's look at the what Koreans doing. So, I mean, would I want to pay this right now? No. I would definitely give it some time. Maybe that's the wrong decision to make, but 270 for one of the best Charizards, in my personal opinion, compared to 800, $900 for the English counterpart. You could buy three of these, still get into PSA 10, still grade it. Let's see what Japanese is doing. It's honestly, Japanese is probably more expensive. And also, one thing to take into consideration is if we look on this picture, which I know you guys have heard about this, the Charizard's or the not Charizard, Charmeleon's head is no. Sorry, I got a baby crying in the background. Charmander's head is not being covered. The English is the only version that is. So I think the Japanese could be a good play long term because even though it is English, and even Korean could be a good play too. You get to see all of the different evolution lines. Where with the English, like I said, the Charmander's head is cut. Let's see what Mega Charizard is doing. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, and also too, the thing is when you use like credit cards or afterpays or anything like that, blood, you don't really think about how much you're spending until it's too late. So I think the more that you take a second to think about why you're buying it, what you're buying, I think that's the best long term. Like the best for you being in the hobby and enjoying the collection. Gotcha. So, Whack, with that being said, do you think that that's what they're going to do, like out of the gates, or do you think that that's like what they're going to try to shoot for? Sorry, guys. Wife and wife and baby were crying. What's up, Blab? How are you, buddy? By the way, go check out Blab's channel. He sold, I believe, all of his prismatic figure collections. I don't know if he did. Blab, did you sell out of all of your prismatic besides one, or was it just the figure collection? But I'm telling you, you're starting to see these videos and these content creators all talking about the same thing. Don't be left holding the bag. Everything's, everyone's too bullish on Pokemon right now. Everything's going all time highs. I believe ZNG Emporium, who is um, a consignment on eBay, he made a video talking about how all these PSA 10s and all these cards going for all time highs. The market seems a little too hot right now, and people are starting to get concerned. So take that as however you want, but you're seeing a lot of people starting to make some changes and selling off some stuff. Yeah, I agree 110%, Whack. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think at first Pokemon's going to flood unintentionally, and then they're going to keep trying to perfect it until it's like they probably want to shoot for like MSRP, so 180 a booster box or 60 $70 an ETB, for retail and stuff like that. So I could definitely see that happening for sure. Hard to keep up with everything and try to think. Yeah, dude, honestly, put the phone down, blood. Like, just put the phone down. Stop watching so much, content. Or if your people are talking about money all the time, like investing wise, or what to buy, what not to buy, like just not telling you to unsubscribe from anybody, but just put the phone down. Maybe put don't recommend and just step away for a little bit. Okay, gotcha. I thought you got out of all besides just the one. I hear you. I hear you. I got my one. You almost had a Jolteon come because at first my daughter didn't want it. So that we got the plushies in, and then I was like, okay, well, my kids don't want it. And then later on, we started watching Pokemon. They actually just started watching Pokemon today, started from the beginning. And so she got bit by the Pokemon bug. She's like, Dad, what are we gonna do with that Jolteon? I was like, well, I'm gonna give it to somebody. She was like, I really want it. Okay, but I'll tell you what, guys. I, I don't know about you all, but I thought the plushies were gonna be small, and the Charizard, one of the Charizards in the Jolteon, they're like this big. Like they're pretty decent. And the Jolteon that they gave is a $50 Jolteon. So when you think about it, the Charizard UPC was 180. They were selling it for pretty much MSRP with the Jolteon included with it, and it's really soft. It's great. Unfortunately, I can't get her away from it, so I apologize on that, Blab. But yeah, I'm so ready for the 30th, man. I'm so ready for it. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. I really hope though what you said, Brandon, about the 30th is not what happens. Yeah, I think I can't wait to see what XY cards you get. You'll definitely be needing to make a video about that after you buy them, so people don't raise the prices of them. Yeah, no, like for sure, Brandon. But like I didn't know. I imagined they're gonna force you to buy these plushies, and they're gonna get like a little plushie. Like the small little plushies. No, these are legit full size, but I mean they're decent sized plushies for what you pay for them. I think it's a great deal. Ludwig sent me a video. Some guy was speculating, and I've seen his videos before. He's been in the hobby for a very long time. He was speculating a lot of things. He's gotten some things right. He's saying based off of the 30th or what Pokemon showed on Pokemon Day that we're going to get a fire red leaf green 30th anniversary, because if you look at it, the Mew has uh green glow to it, and then the Mewtwo has a red glow to it. Also, we got uh, fire red leaf green came to the Switch as a new port, and then that the Chrome cards, that the Mew and the Mewtwo looking chromatic are going to be the new rarity as a Chrome card, essentially. Oh yeah, dude, people are gooning over the 30th. Like the the merch being sold out, like it's cool looking merch, but it's just people are losing their minds right now. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right, Roxy. You did get one of the boxes. So yeah. Oh, I was very surprised. Like I said, I was like, I'm gonna give this to Blab, and then my daughter came up. She's like, I want it, and I was like, okay, I can't say no. So I was very surprised at how big they were, the quality of them. I mean, I'm not gonna go spend $50, $60 on one, but when you think about it, they pretty much sold you it for MSRP or under MSRP, because the Jolteon is a 50, I think it's like $50 plush. I found it on the Pokemon Center's website, and then I paid 110 for the figure, I think. So you're paying about MSRP, what MSRP was for the figure collection. So they're really not that bad at deals. I understand the frustration. I've seen your comments, and I've seen you in the Discord complaining about the bundle deals, but when you kind of put all the ancillary amounts in there, they're pretty much giving it to you for MSRP. Now, if they do that during like a bear market, no, people are not going to buy it. But right now, I don't. You're still making a bunch of money. People people are definitely hype right now, man, and it's only getting crazier. Have you, Blab? I don't know if you've checked out Perfect Order. Perfect Order went from $200 to $250 for the booster box. Yes, that is true. He did say that as well. Yeah. Whack. I'll try to find the video that Brandon sent me, and I'll put in the Discord for you to check out. Yeah, I agree, Asian. I agree 110%. If you do the math on them, they're pretty reasonable. So, I didn't see what the Mega Charizard plushie was going for, but you got a small Charizard plushie, probably, $10. And you get a Mega Charizard X plushie, probably same thing as the Jolteon. Maybe not, because I think the Jolteon feels softer, but probably still $50, so $60 there. And then the UPC is like what, 120, 130 after taxes. So yeah, I think when you take into account, now obviously there's some stuff like the Ogerpon with the four different Ogerpons. Nobody gives a crap about those. So But people still bought them. People still bought them. But I think that they're not as bad as people want to make them out to be. Yeah, no, I understand Blab. I just think that Perfect Order should not be a $250 booster box. So I didn't know if you've been keeping an eye on it at all, but it shot up to $250, and I think it's quite crazy. Oh, oh, they are more expensive. Okay, yeah, I don't go to. I'll be honest, I don't go to Pokemon Center website and say, "Hey, let me fill on some plushies." Like, I want to get a plushie. So my wife, she wants an Eevee one now, so I'll probably have to get one of those. Yeah, well, but honestly, a lot of people can't do much with the plushies. So, like, I mean, like, luckily for me, like I said, my kids, if it comes with the plushies or anything like that, I can let them have it, or I could even do a giveaway for it, or somebody wants it, I'll ship it to them. But like, they came with stickers, free Charmander stickers, and my daughter put it on her bunk bed, so it's all good. No, whack. Pablo, or not Pablo Blab. He's not gonna do that. He. You can definitely tell he buys what he wants to buy, and I'm not surprised that he's not a huge fan of Perfect Order. So, and honestly, I don't think the Perfect Order is hype. I really don't. I think it's market manipulation. Um, Market manipulation with scarcity, because people are being told we're getting 15% less booster boxes. Which, I mean, in all fairness, it sounds like we are, but it doesn't matter. Like, they can reprint it. It's not. I like the set, but let's be honest, from an investability standpoint, like, it's not a great set. They're Zygarde, in my opinion, is doo doo. We've looked at Zygarde cards in the past; they don't perform well. The Starmie is not good. I mean, yeah, it's one of those sets that will, long term, it'll be $1,000 set in 5, 10 years, but it's probably gonna be a stinker for a while. The Zard's $40. Yeah, I mean, so 50, it was like 180, like $180. So 130, that's taxes. That's no problem with that at all. Yeah, no, yeah. Perfect Order it's rough. There's no, they could have, I mean, if they would have made the Starmie better, they would have made the Meowth better. I mean, obviously it wasn't going to be like a great set. I mean, it, but they could have definitely done much better than what they did. We'll take a look at here. They don't have a picture of the Mega Zygarde, but we all know what the Mega Zygarde is. I think the best card in the set is Rosa's Encouragement as far as the SIR. And then the Clefairy, beautiful card. Absolutely love that card. Need to get that card. I just think it looks great. My daughter will love that. The Tyrant, I'm glad to get that in a promo. But and then Mega Clefable, yeah, I think those are those are my cards for Perfect Order. Everything else I can live without, to be honest with you. You do like the Zygarde, Brandon? Does it give you Transformer vibes though? Holy crap, is it $36 for this card? No way. I might have to get this card for $36. Nah, I'll get the Clefable. I'll get the Clefable instead. You think the Zygarde is the best card in the set? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that statement. You need the Starmie. You like the Starmie? I know some people try to justify the Starmie, which is fine. I'd rather people try to justify the Starmie over the Meowth. That Meowth SAR is absolutely garbage. There is no justification you can put behind it. Even if you're a Meowth fan, I don't think that you can say that that is a good card. Um, with the Mega Starmie, I know it's kind of Godzilla ish, old school Japanese cartoon ish. I don't know. Yeah, Clefairy is great. And the Clefable. The Clefable is probably really cool. I haven't seen it in person, but I can imagine with the texturing, especially in Japanese. Yeah, I would much rather get this than the Mega Starmie. Dude, I don't know, Whack. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the Zygarde's going to be, I'm going to say 400, but realistically five. Because let's be honest, this Rose's Encouragement is not going to be the top card in English. English people don't care about trainer cards. So, like for me, the Rose's Encouragement in English is like my top chase for Perfect Order. Behind Mega Clefable and then Clefairy. And then of course if I like got the Starmie, cool. Right? But based off what we're seeing in the market, you know, especially if the booster boxes are going for 220, 250, if they stay hot, I think the Zygarde's going to be 400, 405, 500 bucks. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would love to get Perfect Order at MSRP. If I can get 3 boxes, I'm going to keep two and I'm going to rip one with my kids for sure. And of course bundles and the ETBs and stuff like that. Like I think there's going to be opportunities to get to enjoy Perfect Order. And please guys, do whatever you want, but do not be putting Perfect Order ETBs in booster bundles for long-term investments or short-term investments. Please do not do that. This is like investing wise, this this is literally booster box BCETBs, which is still, I think BCETBs are going to struggle for a while. Yeah, I think this is a ripper set. Like this is a set to just rip, enjoy. I don't think there's gonna be a bunch of scalpers trying to take it and eat it up. I don't. The dog version, I really like the snake version. That's always been my favorite version of Zygarde. But I know that you're a big dog fan, so Blood, did you get the PCETBs and the booster box, or what did you get? That's right. Yeah, I don't think anything, honestly. I don't think we're gonna see a lazier card than the Meowth. What's up, Adro? How are you, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I mean it's gonna drop like crazy for sure. But people, I guarantee you it's gonna be more expensive than what people think. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. But I don't think it's gonna be a $250 card. I think it's gonna be at the lowest 350. Yeah, and I'll pick up Rosa. I'll pick up Rosa when she's like 30 bucks, 40 bucks. I think the ETB promo is cool. Um, my daughter likes, but see, here's the thing. Like for me personally, you have to think. Like I do take my kids into consideration when it comes to this. So for me, Tyrant's cool. It's dinosaur themed, but it's not something like I would personally be collecting. Um, I would probably what I would do if it was just me. I would just open up ETBs and booster bundles and the promos. I'd keep one of the promos and then sell the rest of them for like $5. But with my daughter, she's gonna love it. So I think it's a good promo. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Brandon. I don't know. The the whole Zygarde percentage has always been a little confusing to me, to be honest with you. Nice. Well, Blood, you're doing great considering what is it normally like? I think it's like $300. Is it normally like 300 roughly? 300 for the booster box and the two ETBs. So yeah, I mean money wise, I don't know though. I would wait to see what the PC ETBs are going to go for. Let's see what they're currently. Now we just looked at it. Let me see what they're. So they're 268, 328. I think people are going to dumpster these though. I'm telling you, I I could see these being 120, 140. I really could. Um in the promo, I think it's one of the better ones from Mega. People do like Tyrant quite a bit. Some people hate dinosaur Pokemon. I don't know. I would not open up the PC TB. I wouldn't. Honestly, I would maybe sell one and buy two normal ETBs and rip one, or not even. Maybe you could rip two, or you could buy one and keep the extra $60. But I think these are going to get dumped real quick. Now check out the gold. Emmy one. 279, 223, 173 for the Mega Gardevoir. I don't know. I just like I do think the Zygarde is what I think is going to happen is the Zygarde's going to come out extremely hot as far as price wise. Now, again, like 500, even let's say that's not even 500. Let's say it's 400 when the set first comes out, like the first couple of days. I think that's what it's going to be, and then it's just going to fall off a cliff. I really truly do. Like I hope it's not. I hope it comes out at $250 for the Zygarde. I just don't see that happening with the box being $250. You know what I'm saying? So like, and you have to remember when these gold cards first came out, they were $1,000. And these gold, I mean, we can see why is this graph broken? Why is this graph being stupid? I mean, pretty sure, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure these cards were like 500, $700 when they first came out. So, I think if we start at 4 or 350 for the Zygarde, which will unfortunately be the top chase of the set, you know, I think eventually, yeah, I think very soon, very quickly, we'll see the Zygarde be like a $75 SIR. I don't think any, to be honest, I don't think any cards except for the gold Zygarde will be over $100. And you're good forever. Yeah, I struck out big on perfect order, but I will not be doing that with Chaos Rising. Keep an eye, guys, too, for Chaos Rising this week. I truly believe, and Wax says the same thing. I truly believe we will get Chaos Rising revealed and announced and in pre-orders sometime this week. So be on the lookout. If you're in the Discord, of course, Wack does a fantastic job at adding people and giving you guys notifications. I will obviously do that as well if I see anything, and I hope we all can hit on Chaos Rising. I'm very excited for Chaos Rising as well. Oh, they're 120, 140 on eBay right now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, PCTBs are safe, but like we'll look at Stellar Crown. We'll go to Stellar Crown. a set that some people love, some people don't love. And that's it. I plan to sell this PC to be ASAP to pay for cards sealed. And actually, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. I really do. I think it's fine. So look at this, blood. This is one which we did get a second reprint or a second drop of them, but let's see what they were doing. So is around here. So they were $200. $200 is what they were going for. Then they had that little drop to 105. They're starting to go back up. So not every single PC ETB is going to do fantastic like Ascended Heroes is doing, or Prismatic is doing, or Destined Rivals is doing. It definitely depends on the set, right? Now, long term, 3 years, 5 years, yeah, like you're gonna look at, and as long as Pokemon Center ETBs continue to be something that people want and care for, which I think they will because it's Scarlet and Violet, you're gonna do fine. But I think we're going to see a bunch of people selling off on these. Like you have someone in here, Adro, saying he is literally going to get rid of them as quickly as possible to try to move into something else. But I would not, even with how bad people feel about Perfect Order, I would not be opening up a Pokemon Center ETB. Even for Perfect Order, unless the promo, people really like the promo. Like I think the promo is probably one of the better promos. Better clear my schedule for what? Your boy Mitch will keep you in the loop. Yeah, he'll keep you in the loop when it literally, he'll know an hour in advance and go live as soon as it happens. So take that however it is. I mean, honestly, yeah, Mitch is great when it's live, but Whack will let you know. Just be on the Discord, literally. Turn on notifications. Whack will let you know an hour, 30 minutes before, instead of waiting till it goes live and then going, oh, here, I've actually known about this for 2 hours. But then, yes, watching Mitch while it's live obviously helps. But let's be honest, we all know what we're doing on Pokemon Center. If it doesn't pop up on the Pokemon Center's homepage, find a fucking link for it. Click on, and copy the link and put it in your search. It's nothing crazy. What's up, Pokédarius? How are you, bud? Yeah, no, they do. They do. And again, no hate towards Mitch, right? But he can let people know way sooner than what he does. Yeah, I mean, and again, blood, like, or any of you guys, y'all don't have to join the Discord. I don't push the Discord. Y'all can join it, but like Whack, literally, he is like the Tap 2.0. Now he gets a lot of his information from Tap, but that's the thing that people don't understand with Mitch is a lot of the time. I even know there's going to be a drop an hour before it gets put on the Pokemon Center. He just doesn't tell you guys or go live until it happens, which I think is pretty shitty. But each stone. No, I know you have information from other than Tap too. I'm just saying though, like everybody goes off Tap. You're our Tap 2.0. So anyways, whole point of the story. Just be keeping an eye on the Pokemon Center this week. If it doesn't happen this week, next week. But yeah. Anyways, blood. There's to answer your question. This is what can happen. People don't like the set. Your boxes, even your Pokemon Center ETBs, do not climb. Now, technically, you're up double your money, but people held on to these for years, and it hasn't really done much for them. Please be a Monday drop, dude. I want to get this over so quick. I just want them to announce it, release it. I want to get my pre-orders in. I already told my wife. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna like she already knows how to work the website now. Like Wax gonna put it in the Discord. He's gonna put links. If you get in early, you just copy the link, put it in the bar, hit enter, pre-order, pre-order." But yeah, I mean I didn't want to miss out on perfect order. I wanted to get perfect order, but I just my phone was being stupid. So, but now my wife's home Monday through Friday, so I should be able to hit. That's why, like I said, follow in the Discord because Whack will let you guys know. Yeah, he's not putting it behind private message. It's free for everybody to know the information. And you didn't buy a new phone for PC drops. Come on now. Um, well, Blood, you actually can. You can. So what I do, what I've done in the past is typically I'm at work, so I do everything on my phone. I'm still going to in case something happens with my computer at home, but my wife will be here as like a backup. But you can, like I use Chrome now on my phone. So you sit in the queue, and then once you get through the queue, you can go to, like, for example, Discord, or you can go to Mitch's live as long as he puts it in the live, and you can copy the link, and then you paste it into the URL slot, and then you hit go, and it'll take you right to it. It won't kick you back out of the queue or anything like that. So no, no. Let me see. Your phone is bad. You got a new one? Yeah, I know you got a new one, but you just said your phone sucked. No, I have not pulled anything. Darius, I know that you're a madman. I've not seen if you've pulled anything lately. So let me know if you've pulled anything fire. But I know I mean, I'm sure you pull something fire. You're always opening up packs. Um, but I've been buying some stuff. I've been buying some cool cards, but I haven't. I tell you what, I haven't been able to find packs. So um, it's been rough. It's been rough. My Walmart. I don't go to GameStop because GameStop's overpriced. My Walmart, they put everything from behind customer service to back on the floor. So it's been GG's for the last couple of weeks, unfortunately. Yeah. No, I mean mobile's hard. Like I mean, I've had great luck with mobile. So I got like Destin Rivals booster box from the Pokemon Center from no, I didn't get that one. I got the PCTB. But I've been able to hit on phone except for the last couple drops. I've gotten just brutalized by the Pokemon Center, which really sucks. It really sucks. It seems like they've done something different with their mobile side because I've had terrible luck. Yeah, Blood, you can do that. Absolutely. Yeah. So, and in Chrome, what I would do, or I would personally use Chrome. You can use whatever internet browser you want, but what I do is I put it on Window or not Windows desktop. It's you can for your internet, you can click for desktop version. It stops it from refreshing if you have that problem where it refreshes a lot, and then just stay in the queue until it gets you to the main page. And then once you're in, if it's not on the main page, always check the main page too. A lot of people don't know this, but when you go on the Pokemon website, they will eventually put it on the main page, all the product that's available. If you're early though, that's when you have to use the links. Don't click on the links. You literally copy, you paste them, you hit enter, and you're good to go. It'll take you right to it. You pulled the Gengar SIR. Nice. How many packs have you opened of Ascended Heroes? By the way, you guys go check out Pokey Daris. Does lives, does long form content. Go check him out. Go show him some love. He's a ripping machine. So I don't know how he does it. I truly don't. He's always getting packs. Yeah, it's been yeah, Brandon. I don't you know I got railed on Perfect Order. Perfect Order kicked my butt. So I'm glad that you got a booster box. So being six. Yeah, no, iPhone 6, yeah. Yeah, I would say at that point, no matter how bad your computer is, it's better than an iPhone 6. So for sure, you definitely needed to upgrade that. Uh, yeah, it's like I said, I think Pokemon did something to the mobile side because it's been pretty rough. I know a lot of people have had rough times with it. You upload the video, your third pack of an ETB. So how I'll have to go check out that video after this live. So you only opened up one ETB and you pulled it. Oh, that sucks, Roxy. Yeah, I was sitting. I didn't know about the second Ascended Heroes drop. I can't remember what happened, but I think my daughter had surgery or something, or I didn't sleep the night before. I can't remember what it was. I woke up like right as soon as it was fixing to go live, and got railed. Got absolutely railed. Total 22 packs. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but the Gengar is going for $1,000 right now, which is pretty wild. So I don't know what your plans are for it, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what it's doing. Which I mean, I would have loved. Don't get me wrong. I would have loved to get another two Ascended Heroes ETBs, but from the Pokemon Center, I'm not worried about it. You know, again, I think we're gonna get another drop or two from the Pokemon Center, but you know, as far as again, perfect order, I got rinsed, rinsed. Didn't a guy get caught for making multiple Pokemon or so? I don't know, Xavier. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know people do it. There's people in Mitch's lives, again, not hating on Mitch at all, but there's people in Mitch's lives that they'll say, "Oh, I've ordered three booster boxes and six of the ETBs and stuff like that." So you can do it. There's ways of doing it, absolutely, that you won't get in trouble, but it's pretty scummy. Same with Pablo's. What do you mean whack? Same with Pablo's. Yeah, the Target, I just can't. I can't do those late night drops, 12 and 2 o'clock. I just can't do them, man. I gotta work. I gotta be responsible. So nice, Darius. Are you a Gengar fan or and how does the card look in person? I want to know that. Like we look at the photo. I'll pull up the photo. We all know what it looks like though. Does it look pretty close to it, or do the colors pop way more? I'm really curious. I've not seen any of it in any language. I really want to know what it looks like. Yeah, dude. Well, it's not even. I don't even know if it's botters. Like some people just have insane luck. Like some people do. Like inept. I've been there while like I get in the same time as inept does, and he like goes instantly through the queue sometimes in Discord, and then he posts about it. So and then you watch like Mitch's lives, and Mitch will sometimes, depending on how big the queue is or how long the queue is, he'll go in. He gets in pretty quick too, but he'll get in like 2, three times. So you got to think if he's able to get in three times before it goes out of stock, realistically, not saying he does it, but he could place three orders from the Pokemon Center. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are always there. There's ways of doing it. Y'all probably already know the reasons of doing it. So I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, well, you can do it and not probably get in trouble for it, dude. No, not right now, blood. You gotta get the whole damn thing, whole thing. Yeah, greed is out of control. Absolutely. You normally get through the queue quickly. Yeah, dude. It felt like I was. Well, and then like I know for Pokemon Day, Whack, I think you had a rough time getting through. And my wife, I mean, told her, said, go click on the Pokemon Center, wait, it's live. She took 10 seconds to walk from the kitchen to the computer and click the button, and she had like a 20-minute wait. So I'm definitely happy that we have a computer and that she works, she doesn't work on the weekdays. So it'll make my life a lot easier, hopefully, as long as they don't error me out or something like that. I know. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, I'm the same way, bud. You know that. I get it. It's hard, man. It's hard. Like right now, and the way that things have been, like, I'll be honest, you have to be kind of an idiot or severely confident in the history of Pokemon to not lose the faith, to not get into the FOMO, you know? And I think that that's just kind of where it is. And of course, you have to also take into consideration the people that you watch on YouTube, look at their collections, look at what they're talking about. Do they have multiple interests? Do they normally talk about investments? Have they recently started talking about investments? Do they own a lot of this product? Because they can honestly keep pushing up product to benefit them because not only are they getting paid from what's popular, which is money and investing and all this stuff, but then they can also be making money from people buying Destin Rivals at 600 when they bought Destin Rivals at 250 or 300. There's many ways that people can work on YouTube, and really at the end of the day, they're kind of hosing you. They're taking advantage of you being loyal to them, watching their content, listening to what they have to say, taking their advice. So there's a lot going on right now. Way better quality is phenomenal. Color pops like crazy. Cool. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I'll probably get the card one day. I don't think I'll get it in English. Probably get like in Japanese. That'll be like my investment, kind of like my Sumbreon from Terrestrial Festival. But if it never goes, if it never goes below 200 in Japanese, I'm good. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't have the Gengar from Fusion Strike. I'll be just fine not having this one either. So I'll tell you what, Darius, I don't know if you have even looked into different languages like Japanese or Korean, or like, especially if you're like a Gengar fan. But right now, you could get probably a PSA 10 Gengar from Mega Dream and be able to pocket some money if you sell your English Mega Gengar. Not saying to do that, but the Japanese texturing looks way, way, way better. Like it is ridiculous what Japanese texturing looks like, um, or Korean. But I'm very happy for you, regardless. I thought you done reselling blood. I thought you were a collector now. Yeah, it's really gonna be how far does it come down? English, Japanese, Korean, Chinese. How far does it go down? And like I said, if it stays at, let's say the lowest it goes is 500. It's just above my price range. It just is. Unless I really believe in it and I want to trade in some singles or some graded cards that I have at that time, but there'll always be another card. There'll always be another Gengar. There'll always be another Mewtwo. You know, I'm not that worried about it. Like I said, I don't have the Fusion Strike one. I'm okay that I don't have the Fusion Strike one. I don't miss it. I don't think about it. I'll be just as fine with this Mega Gengar. You pull two of the Gengar attack rares, they're just as cool. Yeah, I'll be honest. I am a big believer that the Mega Attack Rare Gengar will do better than this SIR version. I really truly believe that. It may take 10 years, but I think at some point that Mega Attack Rare people are going to want more than this Mega Gengar. That is, I'm sure, a very hot take, but I'm going to stand by it. And I'll tell you what, I do know what I'm talking about. I have my moments where I'm right about stuff. Yeah, blood. I gotta get one of your zombies. I gotta get you. I need like a Swampert. I don't know if you can get me a Swampert, but I need a Swampert zombie. It's always cool. I know you're not super active in the Discord, but it's always cool. Like when you post stuff, like your art. I think it's cool. Yeah, that's a fair point too. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how people feel about mega attackers. I think they could be surprising. Not all of them, but especially your Gengar, your Dragonite. Even though I'll be honest, I don't know how many people actually care about the Dragonite. To be honest, I feel like it was kind of one of those things where people were like, "Oh, I don't like the Dragonite." Then the card comes out. The card's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the greatest card of all time, but and then people go, "Yeah, I'm a big Dragonite fan. Mega Dragonite with its wings on its head, looks awesome." We'll see how long it holds. I appreciate Darius. I don't know about great content, but I definitely do try. I definitely do try. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like I see new people come out with content and just the way that they can be like, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. I feel awkward doing it. I just don't do it. I know I probably should, but I'm good. Like I feel like if you like the video, you should like the video. If you want to subscribe, you should subscribe. I shouldn't have to tell you to do that, but I do appreciate that as always. Dang, Xavier, you're pulling everything. Yeah, frost last is cool too. Let's take a look at the mega attack rares. And like to be honest, I don't even know how many people are still in here right now, but I'm really curious. Out of these two Pikachu's, your Chinese exclusive Pikachu or your Derpy which one do you guys like the most? Um, Gengar, Mega Dragonite, so your top two. The Meryl being more expensive than Diancie is a little crazy. I think the Diancie, I'll be honest, I think I like the Diancie third and then the Frostlass. I do not like the Mega Halucha MAR. Don't. But if it's like $5 for English, I'll pick that up. Scrafty, I don't care anything for. Electros, I need that to be like $2. Yeah, I mean the Frostlass is cool. I just kind of like the Diancie because it pops a little bit more. I feel like the Frostlass is a little muted for that Diancie. Yes, it's pink, but be honest, it looks really cool. Expect that, like, yeah. I just need you to like, hey, how about you record it, and then I'll put it at the beginning of every one of my videos because that's about the only way I feel comfortable doing something like that. You know, derpy all day, derpy derpy. Full art. So Adro, you're saying that you like, so you don't, you like the what I say Chinese exclusive. I like both. Tough. Yeah, that Merrill. I almost got that Merrill. I asked my son. I said, "Hey, what card do you want?" And he picked out the Articuno from Journey Together, which I think is a great card. I think it's a great card. I like that card. But I was like, "Do you want this Merrill?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." I was hoping he'd pick it up. So Chinese 100% for you. I can get it. Like I can get it. You know, it's just it's crazy to see the price difference. You know, I thought a lot of people really liked the Derpy Chew, and I think what's going to happen is that people are going to start liking it, right? I think it's a little weird. I personally love the rainbow border. I I like the style of it, but this is more of like a picture, the Chinese exclusive one that I say it is for 505. It's kind of more of like a picture, like maybe you took a picture of Pikachu in the woods, it's looking at you. But I think if we've learned anything from the Bubble Mew, as long as the hype stays for Bubble Mew, it's not some market pushed hype for the Bubble Mew. I think the Pikachu, the Derpy Chew, will take over at some point. But it is very interesting to see the price difference. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not wrong. 505, 328. Let's see, make sure that's correct. Yeah. Most reputable seller, 341. Yeah. So $200 or $150 roughly is pretty crazy to see such a price difference. You like the Chinese exclusive more? Question, what makes you guys like that one better? Oh, so Xavier, you've been ripping packs. How have you been able to find packs at such or so many packs? And also, how many packs have you opened of Ascended Heroes, and have you pulled any? Um, like, what's been your biggest pull? I guess. What looks like a Chat GBT to you, Ludwig? Oh, the Derpy Chew, more expensive Pikachu. Interesting. See, I use Chat GBT a lot for my thumbnails, and that's what if I was to say, hey, make put this in a thumbnail, this Chinese exclusive one, I would probably it would probably make something along the lines of the Derpy Chew. So that's just my experience with Chat GBT. Oh, nice. So you got everything pretty much MSRP or at retail. That's great. Four blisters and three ETBs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll all depend. Like I said, for me, I'll be honest. I at $505, I have no interest in getting in paying for that for this card. What this reminds me of is the Celebrations Pikachu, the full art from from like base set. That's what it reminds me of. Obviously, it's a little bit different, but I mean, I don't have to. I can pull it up if I need to, but you guys know what we're talking about. I have it somewhere in a binder. That's what I get from this. Is just a very expensive celebrations slimmer Pikachu. Yeah, no, I like I said, I appreciate your all's opinions of it, you know, because it seemed to me is that when we got these reveals, a lot of people were really big fans of the Derpy Chew, and to see how much the price difference is interesting, especially. And I know this is only a small sample size, but I would say 80% of people that responded to which one they liked better said Derpy compared to this one. So where is like the discrepancy between, I mean, obviously, if you look at the market price, more people must like this Pikachu than the Derpy Chew. Yes, there's 11 listings, so maybe it's a little bit more harder to get. Um, Also, you can only get this one from the, what is it, 100 packs from in Japanese, where this you can get it in both Mega Dream and Ascended Heroes. And those 100 packs are a real pain in the ass because they're weighable and stuff like that. So that could be playing a factor into it as well. It's just really interesting to hear people's perspective as far as majority seem to have liked the Derpy better. Let's see. So we had two. One sold for 608, then one sold for 498. Who knows if this is actually going to go through? And then you have one about one to two every single day for the Chinese. What I say the Chinese exclusive. Again, there's only 11 available. Or with the Derpy Chew, unless let's see if there's any. Okay, there is no Chinese or Korean or Japanese. There is eight. No, there's nine more. And let's see. So four were bought today. Four were bought yesterday. No, sorry. Four were bought yesterday. Four were bought the day before. Then one, then two. So it seems like honestly, the the other one is selling a little bit more as far as has been per day than this one, but this one is really starting to take off. Yeah, no, I think we probably after this Lily's Clefairy, because I think this Lily's Clefairy is better than the one from Journey Together. I like this one way better than Journey Together. That might be a little crazy. Um, I think this is a better artwork. I think after this, we just go absolutely nuts. I think the Mewtwo's overpriced. I think both of these Pikachu's are overpriced. Really, the gold cards right now, with the way the market is, seems kind of reasonable for how new the set is and how limited product we have. And then the Mega Gengar and Dragonites seem a little crazy as well. Your buddy opened up a God pack from Ascended Heroes. What did he get for the God packs? Because I know a bunch of people are complaining about the God packs because you can get a variety, which I think the variety really adds some value and interest into the God packs where you can get a Gengar, you can get a Dragonite, you can get a Derpy Pikachu, or you can get an Iona's Belly Bolt, Scrafty, uh, Mega Embor. Like you can either pull really great or you can pull really shit or you can pull in between. I think that that's kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Brandon, 608 and then 149 or $500. I think that's a little weird. Yeah, Mewtwo's bad, man. That's also why the prismatic is better. I mean, I understand both arguments. Again, I think personally that you know you have a more of a possibility. The reason I think Ascended Heroes is better is there is a variety, and you can get more cards that you may like. Where with prismatic, I feel, and you guys let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like a majority of people only like the Umbreon and Sylveon. I think a lot of people don't like the other. evolutions. They may like the Eevee. I could see people probably liking the Eevee that comes with it. So maybe majority of people like 3 cards out of the God Pack. Where with Ascended Heroes, you could get, you know, 3, 5, 7 cards that you like, or you could get all 9. Maybe well, it seems like a lot of God packs have the Surfer, so you probably aren't gonna like that. So you could, probably the most you can get is like 8 cards, that you like, because maybe the Mega Attackers are all Gengar, Dragonite, Frostlass. I just feel like there's more potential. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys love all the evolution. That's why I think the God packs are slightly better for Ascended Heroes. It had both Pika's and the Mewtwo, but no Gengar. Yeah, I mean, but if you're a Pikachu fan, you got both of the Pikachu's. So I've heard people like this Mewtwo. I think the Mewtwo's garbage. I think it's absolutely awful. But if you're a Mewtwo fan, you're happy with it. Yeah, I mean, again, you could get dog shit, right? You absolutely could. You get a Canary, you can get Mega Diancie, get Pheasantipity, Marty's Grimmsnarl, Steven's Metagross, Island's Betty Ball. Like, you can get ass, right? Or you may just get straight up bangers. You may get a Gengar, a Dragonite, both the Pikachu's, Lily Scafari, Zorak, which I'm not a fan of Zorak, but you may like it. You could get a Halucha, but you're more than likely going to get a Surfer. It seems like every single God Pack has a Surfer in it. Yeah, I'd be really interested to see what you guys think about that. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I hope one day here soon, within the next 2 years, that I'm able to open up a decent amount of Ascended Heroes, and I hope to be able to get a God Pack. I hope that I get a good God Pack where I get the Mega Gengar, Mega Dragonite for my daughter, because she would absolutely love the Mega Dragonite with the whole cotton candy theme. I get the Derpichu and Lily Sclefairy, and everything else I don't give a shit about. I already got the Mega Lucha in Japanese, so I am just fine with that. Or I could get a God Pack and get absolutely dumpstered on. You guys let me know if you want what you think about Prismatic, if I'm wrong about the whole Prismatic thing. But I think we're going to wrap up this live in 8 minutes. So if there's anything you guys want to take a look at, anything you guys want to talk about, we've actually done be about 2.5 hours. Good night, Whack. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. I did not see the scalper video. I tell you what, I've barely watched any YouTube the last couple days. Oh, I'll definitely be checking out that video though. I've seen he made a video the other day talking about scalpers hating scalpers. Um, he's been making a lot of videos lately, so yeah. And blood, there will be tomorrow. I will be coming out with the video. Adam will be coming. I'll try to get her in once a week for you guys. You guys that like her. Appreciate you as always coming by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out here when I get off of this live. So I'd like to shoot for eight more minutes. Well, 7 now. But if people are bouncing, then we'll call it a night. Thanks for coming out, Roxy. It's always good to see you. Scalpers are crazy. Scalpers are absolutely wild. I mean, they've always been wild though. I don't know if you guys remember when Xbox and the PlayStation 5s came out. Couldn't get those for months, and Walmart would do a drop and you get in the queue for them, and they have timers on them too. You missed out, and now look at them. Now you go to Walmart's and Targets, and they're just sitting there. They're sitting behind the glass, and nobody cares. Yeah, thanks, LeChonk. Always good to see you. Hope you have a great week, friend, and good luck if you're going for the Pokemon Center drop if it happens this week. So, whining and groans in the video are hilarious. Yeah, I'll check it out. Let me see. Let me look at my phone real quick. It looks like did you, Brandon, did you check out this Team Rocket Joey video? Or maybe it was a live. All I see is the final pump before. Oh, I guess Pablo's not in here. I guess no one can answer that question. Wonder if this is the video where he put Prismatic in it. Yeah. Did you see this video? Scalper takes a box full of Ascended and tells a customer to fuck off. Upper with buggy full. I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out. That's funny. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Does he have a Patreon? Does he always had a Patreon? No. Oh, looks like he's got a Patreon now too. Man, I tell you what, we got Team Rocket Joey making a Patreon. Guys, I think the bubble's popping. When people start making Patreons, that lets you know it's popping off. Is he popping off? When I see people make Patreons, man, that makes me think something's not right. User down or something. So, anyways, let's check out that video. Let's see the possum video. Oh, scalpers fucking hate each other. Yeah, this recommended it to me. I'll have to check that one out. So you said this one's pretty good. I did watch this one, the PSA grading one. That was a good video. So gotcha. Okay. I will save to watch later. I will when I get off, I'm going to see what my good buddy Team Rocket Joey has to say, and if the video even has to do with anything at this point, or if he's just gonna come out the video tomorrow talking about why it's the best time to start investing into Pokemon. It was a small fish begging a big fish. Gotcha. I gotcha. I mean, that's just how it is, man. I saw something on Facebook today, and it was like it was like people were talking about how the vending machines for Pokemon, the official vending machines, are bad for the community and for the hobby because if you're standing in front of a vending machine, you're a scalper. If you and you're getting accused of glitching and all this stuff and just like a bunch of bullshit. Like people are always looking at stuff to complain about. But OMG, I can't wait. I laugh. What did what did I say that got that response? Me saying him making a video and then turn around and making a video the next day talking about it's a good time to invest, going all in. I mean, it's not wrong. That's what he does. I mean, it's true though. Fuck it. How many minutes we got left? One more minute. Let's see. Let's do these videos. We'll do this real quick. Okay. So we have, he says the greatest reset. Then he has Ascended Heroes is the most bullish set. Then he goes, Ascended Heroes just collapsed. Then he was telling people to buy Ascended Heroes at all-time highs. That Ascended Heroes is going to climb. Like, the dude just constantly recycles. So, like, he literally makes a video, says don't buy it, then he says to buy it. And I'm sure he's talking about the 151 in here, probably telling people not to buy it, and then he's going to make another video saying to buy it. But it's smart. I mean, you got to make a video every day, right? What's the easiest way to make a video? Make a video saying, hey, buy 151, make the video the next day. Don't buy 151. And there was one video I watched not too long ago, and he like didn't even talk about anything that he put in the video. I can't remember what it was, but me and you talked about it. And he like it had nothing to do with anything he was talking about. There was a guy who came to the vending machine and I was trolling him. Yeah, I mean it's bad. Like the vending machines are rough. Don't get me wrong, but it'll all be fine. This all will cool down. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate anybody that's left. Says we have 12 views. Don't know how many people are left. Brandon, you're awesome. I'll talk to you later. I sent you a text earlier, by the way. I don't know if you saw it. Xavier, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Blood, as always, good to see you. Whack, Roxy, Pokey Darius. Let's see, who else am I missing? Lambo, Pablo, all those people. Appreciate you guys coming by as always. Good to see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow with a video. Adam will be in the video. I'll see you guys next week for more lives.